MCQ with one or more than one correct answer. The density of rod gradually increases from one end to another. It is pivoted at one end so that it can move about a vertical axis through the pivot. A horizontal force F is applied on the free end in the direction perpendicular to the rod. The quantities that do not depend on which end the rod is pivoted are. So that means in this situation, this is the rod. Now in the first case it is pivoted here, it rotates here because a force is applied at this end. In the second case it is pivoted at this point. It is revolving about this particular point. Force is applied at the other end. Torque tau is equal to R cross F. Force applied R. Here the mass of the object is not there. And torque is I into alpha. RF sine theta. Alpha is angular acceleration. I is moment of inertia. So the torque do not depend upon mass of the object. So the quantities that do not depend on which end the rod is pivoted are angular acceleration. So if we take it here, the moment of inertia is I for this particular rod about the end, then it will be I into alpha. So angular acceleration does not depend upon the point where you are applying the force. So option A is correct option. Angular velocity when the rod completes one rotation. The angular velocity also does not depend on alpha. We know alpha is equal to, we can substitute alpha is constant or it does not change when we take it the point of pivot to different points. Therefore, angular velocity also after completing one rotation is same. Option C, angular momentum when the rod completes one rotation. So, rod completes one rotation, angular momentum will be L cross R or R cross P should be equal to L. So, since torque is constant for this and this, therefore angular momentum also will be same. Torque applied for the force. Torque of the applied force. Torque of the applied force will be equal to, the torque do not depend on the mass of the object. Therefore, the torque applied on the force will depend on the where the pivot is there and about the pivot how the torque is applied. So, correct option will be A, B, C.